Lord is still and make the name of my power and take the name of my power in vain.
Right, because it's 240. You don't have to go out. Whether it's still robbed or
We're saying pretty much just have enough to
right.
get by, you know?
Right.
Get by. That's I'm satisfied with that. Just as long as I got enough to support my kids and pay my rent. I ain't gotta have the biggest house. You know, or the best shoes for, you know, I ain't gotta have all that. All I gotta do is have enough to survive right now.
Survive and feed me or me and my family, you know.
Actually, these is
some beans.
this is the riches that the well, you might as well hit it real quick, huh?
The riches is actually the knowledge of that.
Yeah, wait a minute, hold on, because I want to. He asked a question earlier.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Got to. So I really want to read this to him.
Yeah, we sorry, we know you got to go.
You don't like the churches like that or whatever. This is Acts chapter 17, verse 24. God that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made within.
In other words, you ain't in the church.
Now, are we in a church?
Yeah.
I mean, why are we in a temple?
Right, because church comes from the Hebrew korah, which means
call out.
We're called right now by the word. And the Lord also said, go to the highway.
Not in a temple. So all those people that's in them churches, don't be fooled, man. Them people are going to be destroyed. That's what they do. Because they got women preaching up in the church now. That's actually really wrong. You got a family member that's a woman, they call herself a preacher, a prophetess or whatever.
I was going to bring this up earlier.
She's wrong. She's wrong.
31.
No, this is Job 39, verse 17. Because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
Right, that's why I say women don't know nothing.
Revelation 2 and 9.
The only thing in a woman's mind is to get that nut off. That's it. That's what they use for. That's what they're supposed to be.
Right. Because all they want to do is have children. That's their role to play, is to have children and to raise them up until the age of 12, and then that's when we take over.
Right. And they don't really supposed to have no understanding. It's for the man to have understanding and knowledge and her to learn from us.
And it's to be obedient. Right now, you're not going to see that. You're going to see them out here doing whatever the fuck they want to do. You know, because they don't have riches. They look for physical riches. But we are supposed to seek after the riches the brother's going to read about right now.
I do gotta go.
All right, yeah. It's nice talking.
All right. All right, you be blessed, man.
It's 2 and 9. I'm sorry. I had 3 and 9.
Oh, that's all right, brother.
Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men.
Right. It's not for women. Women, basically, women don't got no intelligence. Women don't know
Put it
nothing.
this way. I'm going to put it this way. If they got any intelligence, they learned it from the Bible, and they had to learn it from their husband.
Right.
If they ain't wired that way, then they ain't got no intelligence.
In other words, they learned it from a man that understands.
Right.
They got their knowledge from a man somewhere. They don't got no intelligence on their own.
Right.
And I got one more scripture that I wanted to bring out. The one that Philippians 2 and 12. One of y'all brothers want to get that real quick. And this is one of the most important scriptures, basically for you brothers, for all of us, really, all of us that's in the truth. You know?
Right.
Got it.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yes.
Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yes.
You're supposed to always be examining yourself to see if you are in the truth and if you're right, you know. Otherwise, you might be part of the 2/3, but you don't want to be. Right. If you ain't doing that, you could be part of the 2/3, but you don't want to be part of that lot, which is destined for the missiles or straight up destruction.
Right.
Maybe even to be killed by starving to death. You know what I'm saying? Or any manner of death that the Lord got for you.
Right. And if you under any curses, we all under these curses in this captivity.
Right.
But you can also examine yourself, because when you have a disease, which is disease, then you can it's a specific reason you have these certain things. All right, we all got these curses, but you have a certain dis-ease. You can take it back and you examine yourself. All right, don't run to the doctor. Examine yourself, because the Lord afflicted you with that certain dis-ease for a reason. Right. So examine yourself and the things that you're doing and not doing, and balance away those things, you know, and by the scripture, you know.
Right. And hey, just because you have disease, sometimes, hey, the Lord might just have you afflicted. It's just like when Paul got bit by the snake.
Right.
He couldn't do nothing about that. He had to walk around with that.
Right.
The Lord was like, hey, this truth is sufficient for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, with that,
I got another precept. This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 19. But this is thankworthy if a man for conscience toward the Most High endure grief, suffering wrongfully.
Right.
So basically, if you catch a hell in this truth, you know, basically
the Lord dealing with you.
You going off.
Right.
That's actually, you know, a good grief to suffer, because you suffer for your outside sake. For what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently?
Right.
But if when ye do well and suffer for it, you take it patiently, this is acceptable with the Most High.
Right. And with that, on 3, death to America. 1, 2, 3. Death to America! Death to the 2/3! All praises and highest honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of GMS. And salutations to all you brothers doing the work in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.